If you want freedom from yourself and from this world, you want transcendence, you are going to have to get really, really good at watching the mind, at observing your thoughts as they come up. Not judging your thoughts, observing your thoughts. And this may take some practice because for many years we've been conditioned to think. In school, we were not taught how to not think, we were taught how to think, which is probably why I didn't like school. I didn't like the stress of that. To notice thoughts as they come and go is also to notice yourself as the true I, as the one that recognizes the thought and recognizes the thought as not the ultimate truth, as simply the ego trying to create more narratives, more suffering, more superiority. It's you have to be very aware of your inner space and your ego in order to avoid the traps that it likes to continue to send you down constantly. If you are trying to achieve something, the ego wants to create a narrative about your achievements that makes you seem better than others, which in turn just creates more suffering for yourself. If you're in a relationship, the ego wants to creep in and have some kind of narrative about your relationship that ultimately creates some kind of controlling aspect of the other person and pushes that person away. If you've achieved a little bit of financial freedom, but you still have some kind of doubt around your finances, your ego may come in and try to say that you're going to lose it all, that you can't keep any of this, just so that it can continue that narrative, that suffering of, just so it can continue to make you suffer. So, in order to let go of the ego, is to stop believing in the ego, is to start being present, is to be more mindful of the media that you consume, the people that you interact with, the activities that you engage in. And this is not to say that even doing all of these things, that certain situations are not going to arise that are going to challenge you, because that's still going to happen. And it is your job to remain conscious. It is your job to notice that and be aware of those challenging times as times to drive you further into consciousness. I don't think I've mentioned this on my YouTube channel, but I do talk about health issues a lot. And I am a huge fan of Dr. Joe Dispenza and his work. And one of the things that he talks about in some of his seminars and things is keeping your vibration high, keeps your health issues at bay. And as I get a little bit older, I start to notice things that kind of come up as challenges. And that's just part of the body getting older. And I've noticed that the only thing that really does help, besides meditation for any kind of health issue, is to be in the present moment and take and shift your attention away from the body and into the present moment, where your ego cannot exist. And when you're not thinking about your health issues, is when they start to get better, because the body always follows the mind. And when we're constantly putting more attention on our health issues, we make our health issues worse. There is no doubt about it. And I have seen firsthand this work really transform a lot of problems for me in my life. So, in order to maybe fix all areas in your life, is to recognize that you're not your mind. And to transcend the mind is to transcend the body. It cures the body, it heals your relationships, it heals and fixes maybe a lot of your financial problems. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Not for you. Maybe not initially. But at a certain point, when you transcend the mind, things can only get better. How could they not get better? When you're not focused on all the drama of the world, especially in today's world where there is a lot of drama. So I ask people to focus less on the drama of the world, less on their problems, and more on their inner space, where freedom can occur, where they can find freedom from their self, freedom from their problems. And you're not going to care in this state where anything is at in your life. It is literally doesn't matter one way or another what happens. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.